Hey fam, so y'all know I like to buy shit off of Facebook. And I've been seeing this retractable bow staff that is lit. At least it looked lit in the video. And so I bought it. It came from China. And this is what it looks like, right? Now I'm looking at this, right? And at first, I'm kind of perplexed because I've seen this kind of little sparkly shit before, like fluorescent ass tape or whatever, some type of paper based something. And at first, I'm like, what the fuck is up with this, right? You know, it came lodged just like this. So you've got this here, and you actually will push it out on this end. As it turns out, the reason why this is retractable is because it's made with the same concept of those little party poppers. The kind where they're on a stick and you flick your wrist and then they extend. Like at birthday parties, but you might get them from like World Market or something like that. They're just a little bit, they're a little unique. And then instead of like, traditional birthday party poppers, that you would blow to extend them and then they retract on their own. Whereas these other ones that are on the stick, you would flick your wrist to go ahead and extend it, but you still have to go ahead and recoil that shit back in place. That's what the fuck this is, except made out of a very thin metal. And actually, as it turned out, you can actually just press this a little bit. And it looks like it's a bow staff. But to me, it's more of a baton. Like, because I've seen my Karate Kids have, my son's bow staff is bigger than this. And my Karate Kids, their bow staff is bigger than this. This is more like a real elaborate ass baton. Also, the first time that I dislodged this mug, I I like halfway unwinded it, trying to get it back into place or whatever. And it's nice, but it's real gimmicky. And if it was like a little bit longer, like give me a bow staff, like give me a 5-foot bow staff. This is just a fancy ass baton. And it can't be any more than maybe 3.5 feet. I'll get a tape measure. Let me get a tape measure real quick to see how long this really is. Because unfortunately, when it comes to the packaging, it came in this little Ziploc bag inside this little box. And that was it. No directions, no destructions, as my mom calls shit or whatever. No instructions, nothing. You take this shit and just, pop that tab and then it goes. And then in order to get it relodged, you literally have to like twist it and push at the same time, like against your leg or a solid surface or something like that. And you have to make sure that you coil and twist it just right. Otherwise, if it comes out of track, then you got to unravel like the entire thing, one coil at a time, which is what I did. So it's right about 4 feet, depending upon when you first pop it. But yeah, it could have been so much better. It really could have. Like, it's still decent, but. And then, in order to detract this thing, I'm going to show you what works best for me. So, taking. And from there, just go ahead and the bottom part just goes right there. There you go. Again, in order to extend it, hold it like this if you want. depress on your top little knob. Depress enough to where the spring is depressed, detached, and then there you go. Also, something I didn't mention before, but I meant to tell you. I can look at my hands and see that they are visibly dirty from handling this thing. And I don't know if that's just because of how I was twisting my wrist to lodge it back into place, if it's because I did have to literally uncoil this one move at a time or whatever when it came out of alignment, or if there really is just dirt on this mug. But that's something else to be mindful of. It was $19.95 that I paid for this. With shipping, it was I think shipping was free actually at the time. Since it came from China, it was about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 from the time that I bought it to getting it now. I'll actually see, go back and look at my PayPal invoice to see when it cleared my account to give you a definite time. But it is gimmicky, but I'm hoping that if you do choose to buy this, whomever's interested out there, that this video helps you. Like, I don't I've seen the where they've had pop-up batons similar to like what I think maybe DC Comics, one of their characters had one or something like that. Might have been Robin, but I've seen, instances where this can still be incorporated for cosplay, and that's why I bought it, was for cosplay. But I don't know. Um, it might be good just for like a promo video or something like that, not to actually walk around with or whatever, because I don't know if this would be cleared to go into an actual convention. We'll see. I don't know. I still feel like this is more on the baton end than an actual bow staff, depending upon how tall you are. Because, like, my son is 5 feet and needs a taller bow staff. When I did my Chitara cosplay, I used an old closet rod, and that was, I think, maybe 5.5 is what I shaved it down to, or something like that. But in my opinion, a bow staff is taller and longer. Like, hell, even Donatello and the Ninja Turtles had one that was as tall as he was, if not is a little bit higher than that. But oh well. I hope you guys like this little sneaky peeky thingy, whatever, and I will catch y'all later.